Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21. As today, Week 4 is officially here as our Jaguars are ready to have our first interleague game of the season, facing off against the Arizona Cardinals, who are also 2-1 on the season. We're coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, losing 30-29, a game that we were in control for most of it. However, the Bengals had a nice comeback. Josh Lambo missed a game-winning field goal after going 5 for 5 before that kick on field goals. And that's a game we should have won. We should be 3-0 right now, but unfortunately, that was not the case. So there is a player I'd like to talk about real quick, and that is Taven Bryan, fourth-year defensive tackle out of the University of Florida. Bryan played a lot last season. He was in the game, I would say, probably 60 to 70% of the snaps, and he was solid. Did not get his fifth-year option extended. However, this year, he's barely been on the field. He's been in 27 downs in these 3 games, which means he's averaging 9 downs a game. He has barely been on the field up to this point. He only has 1 tackle so far, and it really seems like the Taven Bryan era in Jacksonville is likely going to be coming to an end in the near future. I cannot see Jacksonville paying him, considering he's barely been on the field. And when he has been on the field, the rare play that is, he hasn't really made much of an impact. So maybe Jacksonville looks to trade him, and that's exactly what they would do. They want to get a little bit of value for him. He's not worth that much, but he's only 25, and I think somebody has to want him. So Taven Bryan has officially been traded. He's going to the Buffalo Bills in exchange for a 4th and 7th round selection in this year's draft. I know that does not seem like a lot of value, but Bryan is on the last year of his contract. He's not touching the field for the most part. So Jacksonville's getting a couple of potential late-round picks for a guy who is not playing and will not be on the team next season. So I think this is a really solid trade for Jacksonville, adding some more ammo to the draft capital. I believe Jacksonville now has a total of 10 picks this year. This is a solid trade for Buffalo, a team that we've already played this season. Their defense was really bad when we played them, so I think adding another guy in the middle of that defensive line alongside Ed Oliver is a really, really solid pickup for them. We'll see if Taven Bryan plays well and warrants a new contract, or if he is a free agent at the end of the season. So there you go, a fairly big trade, I would say, for Jacksonville. We will now see Devon Hamilton and Ifeadi Odenigbo being the permanent rotation defensive tackles alongside of Sheldon Rankins. So this Cardinals team we're playing today is a really solid team. Got a lot of talent on both sides of the football, including Chandler Jones here, who is one of the most underrated players in the NFL for probably the best half decade. I mean, he's been really, really good for a long time, and I think New England really regrets giving him up to Arizona. The Cardinals are led by the third-year quarterback out of Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray, who is still improving as a passer. However, he is one of the most explosive players at the position in the NFL, and one of the most explosive players in general. And as long as he continues to improve throwing the football, with his rushing ability, I think he will quickly become a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Last year, he certainly improved from his first year, although the completion percentage went down. The touchdown to interception ratio went way up. And so far this year, he's having a career year. Granted, he's only played 3 games, but point remains he's played well. He's not running the ball a lot so far on his own this year, which I do find kind of strange, but oh well. This Cardinals offense outside of Kyler Murray does have a lot of talent, including DeAndre Hopkins, who I think is the best wide receiver in football. He's a jack of all trades, does everything well, and is a really dependent number 1 guy, which is something that the Cardinals have been missing since Larry Fitzgerald was in his prime. Obviously, Fitzgerald has been good throughout the end of his career, but not the same elite receiver that he once was. And now they get that elite receiver here in DeAndre Hopkins, who really opens up so many different things for the passing game as well as the rushing game. Defensively, we already talked about Chandler Jones. He's going to be a problem today for this Jaguars offense. However, there is one notable concern, in my opinion, with Chandler Jones, and that is he's been playing out of position. I think the Cardinals have been mainly running a 6'4", and he's been lined as an outside linebacker. As you can tell, only 6.5 sacks last year. He had an interception, which makes me think that he is lined as a linebacker. This year, he only has 1 sack, so I think they're just not using him to what he's made of. The Cardinals also have Annie Wagner, the first female player in NFL history at kicker. Please don't mind the beard. That's nothing to worry about. But this Cardinals roster is really solid. A lot of talent. They don't have a whole lot of dramatic holes. I think this is going to be a challenging game for our Jaguars today. So let's get this one underway. Week 4 NFL action here in the 2021 season as the 2-1 Jacksonville Jaguars, coming off a heartbreaking Week 3 defeat against the Bengals, are set to take on the Arizona Cardinals in what should be a fun one. Winner will improve to 3-1. As from the 36, Minshew is picked off. That's one way to start the game for Arizona. Byron Murphy with the INT, and he brings it all the way to the 12. So, not really the start Jacksonville wanted, to say the least. And Arizona quickly gets the football. Kenyon Drake with the handoff. He has nice blocking and will find the end zone for a touchdown. And the Cardinals are very quickly on the board as it is 7-0. So Jacksonville starts off poorly. They want to regroup. They ended up punting it on their next drive, so the offense is struggling. It was a very nice punt as the Cardinals had it at the 5. Now at the 3 after a loss of yards. That was Zaire Wiggins with the tackle. Jacksonville has it back. The offense has to pick it up as Minshew with the short throw over to Nelson Aguilar, who brings it all the way to the 11 before being brought down by the rookie out of Clemson, Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 5 now. Minshew scrambling to his right, looking to throw it, and he will be sacked on the play by Emmanuel Ugba for a loss of about 2. 3rd and 7 now for Jacksonville. 4:20 to go in the first. Minshew, a risky throw for the end zone, and it will go in the back, intended for the rookie receiver Zeke Bowman. 4th and 7 now. Here's Josh Lambo, who obviously missed the game winner last week, has a chip shot and drills it as the Jaguars are now only down 7-3. Cardinals have it back. Very good start for them as Kyler on first down connects with DeAndre Hopkins. The rookie Zaire Wiggins is matched with Hopkins today. That's going to be a tough test for the rook, who's already had to cover Stephon Diggs earlier in the season. 2nd and 10, a screen here for Tariq Cohen. We know he's one of the shiftiest backs in the league as he gets by Wiggins and is wrapped up all the way at the 2 by Rashawn Babineau. That's a gain of 36 for the Cardinals as they try to punch it in. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Kyler will hand it back off for Kenyon Drake, his 2nd score of the quarter, and Arizona will extend their lead. If you started Kenyon Drake in fantasy, you're looking pretty good up to this point as it is now 14-3. Jacksonville has it. They have really struggled running the football today. Phillip Lindsay loses 3. That's the first-round rookie out of Kentucky, Jalen Robinson, who brings him down. Robinson's been a very key contributor on this Cardinals defense so far this year, as on 3rd and 12, Aguilar is left wide open, and he brings it all the way to the 49. Bad coverage from the Cardinals. Good start today for Aguilar, who's already over 50 yards. 2nd quarter now underway. Slow start for Jacksonville is on first down. Short throw over to Laviska Shenault, who is brought down at the 30. Shenault has kind of had a disappointing start to the season. He really has not been a huge playmaker yet. 3rd and 8 now. Minshew to Chark, jukes out the defender inside the end zone for a touchdown. What a start to the season for DJ Chark, who was outstanding last year, and it seems to be much of the same so far this year. Chark obviously just re-signed an extension, 5 years, $80 million, and he looks well worth it so far. Kyler with a nice run, tackled at the 42 by C.J. Henderson, as Kyler already has more rushing yards today than he had in the first 3 games of this season. Murray now a short throw over to Levine Toilolo, who gets 15 yards, bringing it to the 14. Murray is 7 for 8. He has been very efficient so far. Unfortunately, you can't say the same for Gardner Minshew. 3rd and 5 now, a screen for Tariq Cohen. That was Rashawn Babineau with the pressure. Did he get it? It looked like it. And he did. A nice first down for Tariq Cohen. 3rd and goal now. Drake trying to get the hat trick, and he's unsuccessful. Joe Schobert brings him down for a loss of yardage. So now it is 4th down and around 7. That would bring us to the 2-minute warning, as the Cardinals would end up making the field goal from the rookie Annie Wagner and it is now 17-10. Jags have it back. A risky throw by Minshew. That could have easily been picked off. Instead, caught by Chark. 3rd and 7 now. Minshew moving to the right. Going to look for Shenault, and he is picked off. Byron Murphy with his 2nd interception of the first half. And the Cardinal defense has looked phenomenal up to this point. Minshew has struggled. The run game has struggled. And Arizona has a chance to make it a 2-score lead before halftime. 2nd and 10. Murray is sacked on the play by Josh Allen. Does not lose any yards there technically. Allen with his 2nd sack of the season, and that's how the first half ends. Arizona leads at 17-10, but Jacksonville has just looked bad today. Gardner Minshew has been super inefficient. The Jags cannot run the ball worth a damn, and Kyler Murray has played really well. So, although it's a 1-score game, I think the Jaguars are playing worse than the score suggests, and they have to pick it up here in this second half. First play from scrimmage will be a run with Tariq Cohen. Nice juke moves, and as he brings it to the 40 for an Arizona first down. 2nd and 8 now from the 42. Kyler looking to throw in, and this ball is loose. Josh Allen with the strip sack, his 2nd sack of the game. It is recovered, however, by the tight end Max Williams. But Josh Allen has looked really good so far today. One of the few bright spots for this Jags team. 3rd and 16, short throw for Drake. He stiff arms Babineau, and that'll go to the 43. Kenyon Drake humiliated Rashawn Babineau on that play. Babineau's been fairly quiet for the most part ever since his dominant Week 1 performance. As on 2nd and 1, Kyler gets by Schobert, and he is off to the races. Nobody was on the right side of that field, and Kyler capitalizes a 24-yard score, his first rushing touchdown of the season, and Arizona now leads it by 14. Jacksonville has it back. Handoff for Kyra Brooks. He's been quiet since that Week 1 game against Buffalo as he loses a couple. Manuel Ugbo with the tackle. And Jacksonville just cannot run the ball worth a damn. 3rd and 2. Lindsey, I don't think he got it. Wrapped up by a pair of defenders, including Isaiah Simmons. And that is a 3rd down stop. Cardinals have it back as they try to extend their lead. Murray under a lot of pressure once again from Josh Allen. He does get it to Christian Kirk, who gets to the 36-yard line. Quiet game for the most part so far for Kirk. 2nd and 3. Kyler up the middle for Max Williams. Breaks a tackle. Wrapped up by Gerard Wilson and Joe Schobert at the 38. As Arizona has dominated this 3rd quarter on both sides of the ball up to this point. 3rd and 3. Kyler, short throw for the open DeAndre Hopkins. Bad play by Wilson as Hopkins finds the end zone for an Arizona touchdown from 31 yards out, and the Cardinals now lead at 31-10. Jacksonville trying to play better as on 3rd and 3. Minshew's throw is incomplete for Shenault. 4th down, the Jaguars don't really have anything to lose, so they're going to go for it. Minshew with a bad pass for Chark. I mean, it was an accurate throw. I don't really know why he made that pass, though, as Chark did not look like he was going to get the first. However, he did, and Minshew catches a break. 3rd and 4, once again, the pass for Shenault is off the mark. 4th and 4, Jacksonville has no reason not to go for it once again. Minshew looking to throw it. He has a wide open Nelson Aguilar and totally misses the throw. Incomplete. Bad pass by Gardner Minshew, who continues to struggle today. Arizona trying to extend their lead even more. 3rd and 3, Kyler up the middle for Kirk, who makes a really nice move, bringing it to the 17-yard line. As the Cardinals are now in the red zone, and they just continue to dominate this game from start to finish. It has been all Arizona so far. 1st and goal, Kyler in the back of the end zone for the rookie Christopher Columbus. Yes, that is his name for the touchdown, and it is a 28-point lead now for Arizona. Jacksonville still has their starters in as Minshew over to Shenault, who brings it to the 28-yard line. Probably Laviska Shenault's best game of the season, and he has been fairly quiet for the most part. That just goes to show how disappointing of a season he's had, as Kyra Brooks loses 6 on that play, courteous of Isaiah Simmons. 4th and goal now. Minshew playing hero ball, and his pass is picked off by the veteran Patrick Peterson. Underthrew his target in the back of the end zone. He was looking for Zeke Bowman, the rookie out of Westlake. That's how this one ends. A very disappointing game from Jacksonville, as they lose it 38-10. A dominant win for Arizona. They improved to 3-1. And maybe the first 2 games of this season were a fluke, and this Jaguars team isn't all that special. To put it lightly, Gardner Minshew was very bad today, and through 4 games, he has been really disappointing in my opinion, especially today. Was inaccurate, made a ton of bad reads, got picked off 3 times, and he was only intercepted once in the first 3 games. But, I mean, he just was not good today at all, and I've got to assume the fans are going to get loud to want Minshew replaced in the offseason, or heck, maybe even benched during the season. The Jags did sign Tyrod Taylor in the offseason, who's a very capable quarterback, so if Minshew continues to struggle, don't be surprised to see Tyrod Taylor in the game in the near future. Kyler Murray was very good in the air and on the ground today for the Cardinals. Jacksonville could not run the ball at all. Phillip Lindsay had his first bad game of the season. Not really his fault, though. The Cardinal run defense was awesome. The only bright spots offensively for Jacksonville were DJ Chark and Nelson Aguilar. Both of them were very good, and I guess the pass blocking as well was really good. This Jags pass blocking has been awesome, which also goes to show that Minshew has played poor with phenomenal pass blocking. Defensively, the Jags were just not good today. The only defensive player who was impressive was Josh Allen. 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. But other than that, the defense was just god-awful. The coverage was bad, the run defense was bad, the pass rush outside of Josh Allen was bad, and this is a game that we just want to block out of our memories. This was atrocious. So now entering week 5, now 2-2, preparing for the 3-1 Rams, who have a certain Jalen Ramsey on their roster. There's a lot of baggage with Ramsey in Jacksonville. He returns to Jacksonville for the first time since he got traded a couple of seasons ago. So Jalen Ramsey's got revenge on his mind. The Jaguars got revenge on his mind. Next episode, I believe, will be our first prospect profile of the season. We will go over the quarterbacks in the draft class, which is perfect timing considering Minshew's play as of late. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I know it's not the result we wanted today, but you win some, you lose some. Hopefully we can get back on the win column week 5 against the Rams. Take it easy. Peace.